Good afternoon, Vivaji. How are you?
Mm. Yes, very good afternoon. I'm hunky dory on my end. You tell me, how are you doing?
I'm also fine, fresh as flowers. And how's your day shaping up?
Yes, I think it's going quite daily. Consider my day to learn something.
Hmm.
Yes, this way I think daily I try to utilize my day by learning something or the other. So I think this way I have become very much positive, like after coming in journey. So I can say each and every day is some kind of learning for me.
Yeah, that's really a nice approach, and you are a productive person, I think, because you are considering a day for your learning purposes. Everyone is, we all are busy in anything, but you are stealing time for some productivity for your own personal growth. So you are an ambitious person as well. Very good. So what you do, I mean, okay, we will talk about so many things, but as we are talking very first time, so could you please introduce yourself? I would love to know about you.
Yes, yes. My name is Vibha. I am born and brought up in Delhi, but right now I am talking to you from Faridabad. It's in Haryana. I'm blessed with two twins daughters. And if I talk about my educational qualification, I have done nursery teacher training and B.Ed. And then I did job also, but soon after that I started struggling with my health issues. Then I had to leave. And for the past few years, I'm into this English learning journey. So I think soon after opening this channel, I think I have been learning daily. So I think that is the best decision I have ever taken in my life because that has made me so much optimistic in my life, I can say. And apart
Yeah,
from that, I'm into yoga and meditation.
that's wonderful. I mean, you have so many things on your plate to do. You are in so many things like yoga, meditation, English. So that seems like you how many ambitions you have, and you have to work in every field of our like fitness, your mental health, your personal growth, your communication skills, everything. That's really wonderful. That's amazing. And anybody can say by looking you that you are a fitness
Yes.
freak. Okay.
Yes, actually, you can say that, but somewhere I feel that you try to become you when you become so much of positive in your life. There is some kind of reason behind it. I was not like this. I was very much a normal girl in my youth, you can say, in my 20s.
Hmm.
But after going through my health issues, those times, those years taught me a lot how much health is important for you. Before that, I used to take like every person used to take everything for granted. It means not take very don't take very seriously. So I
Hmm.
was also one of them. After went through this experience, I think I started taking everything. Means I found everything in my life very important. Means in today's time, whenever we scroll, we see so many people. Many people are disabled. Many people got into accident and they have lost their one of the limbs and so many things are there, and I think we are so much blessed. So I have come to know all this after going through my health issues, that how much everything means we are blessed with so many things and we do not realize, we keep on tripping on one thing or the other. So that's how I have changed my perception towards life. Now I'm living each and every bit of my life because I feel life is so beautiful. You must
Now
learn
you,
to live it.
yeah, now you have learned to feel gratitude, and you are grateful for everything, whatever you have. And everyone has a story behind their progress. Like everyone, once we all feel that kind of negativity, that kind of a struggle, then we understood what kind of importance these things have, like our thoughts, like our blessings, like our behavior, our positive thinking. So when we suffer from something, then we come to understand, yeah, these things also matters. After all, we all are just chasing materialistic things. Then something happen, some will, something happen in your relationship, maybe in your success, in your career, in your health, as like with you it was with your health. So then you understand. So it was also with me. I was not like a very positive kind of a, person, and I was also doing normal as usual as everybody else is going on, and I was not counting my blessings too. But then some scenarios, some situations was there with me. So then I find out some videos on YouTube, like we have some counting some blessings and we should count them, we should follow these things. And then day by day I cultivated that practice in my daily routine, and I can resonate with you totally, that when a person notice their things, whatever we they have in their life, then they feel enough, they feel satisfaction. So there is a difference between satisfaction and satiated. So these kind of people, they will not satiated, they will feel satisfaction, always keep growth in their mind. So I can totally resonate, and I can totally understand what kind of feelings and what kind of aura you have now. So that's really wonderful. Okay, so here I want to know from you,
Yeah.
as you discussing about your thoughts. And sometimes in life we, not sometimes, every time I can say, we feel that the grass is always greener on the other side. and we always feel like we always crib about our own things. So what did you feel? I mean, is this happens with you is still like when you are a positive person, when you are in gratitude? So do you also feel sometimes that the grass is someone else is more greener than my side? What do you want to say on this?
Yes, I feel like, after going, yeah, I just want to say, like, after going through each and everything, it's not about health only. I have experienced all these things. Like, I was also one of them. Means I also used to let myself down. If
Hmm.
I see someone that the other person can do and I cannot do, instead of trying, I used to, lower my confidence. I was one of them. I went through each and every situation, and from my own experiences, I just come up to this stage and learn that, comparison should, always put you back in your life. It just you are holding back somewhere yourself. So I think comparison is the, I think, most worst thing. And due to social media, I think this comparison, and we always feel that other person is like this and that, and we are still here. I think social media is mainly responsible somewhere. On one side, we are learning so many things, like being at home, we can learn so many things. There's no need
Yeah.
to go outside, at a snap of finger. You
Hmm.
can do anything sitting at home. But like every thing has its pros and cons. A coin has two sides. But if we see, it has negative impacts also. Instead of taking inspiration, many times we start comparing that person with ourselves. Like we were on the same boat, and today see that person and see ourselves, where are we and where that person has reached. So I think competition should be healthy. It should not be in a negative way. Then we won't be able, instead of focusing on ourselves, we will always try to focus on that person, and we will lost somewhere. We will not come to know. We will not realize that.
Yeah.
So I think, yes, I think we should consider this also.
I feel because comparison is a thief of joy. When you start comparing yourself, when you see someone is more happy, and when you feel that I am not I am not better than them, then that kind of negativity, that kind of burden we feel, that kind of heaviness in our thoughts we feel, and we are not able to focus on our own thing, our own growth, our own productivity even. Whatever we want to do, we are not able to focus, we are not able to give our energy. And if there are something we have to do on time, then you will feel that you feel burdened and you are not able to do all those things on time, and you feel that you are lagging behind someone, and something is pulling behind you, and just these kind of moments become so heavy. Then you feel what is the thing, and no one, everyone is not aware about these things, that you are yourself, I mean, you yourself are the responsible for all the negativity and all the that kind of emotions which are not which are not which are not allowing you to grow, because we all had created that kind of negative aura. And as you mentioned, social media, that has created a different level of comparison, because when we were not on social media, so people come to know about your success, but after some time, you will take time, your success will take time, but now within a moment, within a second, you anybody can know anything about you. So it happens. And till then, I think we should walk for a mile in someone's shoes. Then we will get to know how they are successful and how they are approaching on this much growth. But this comes later. First we all start comparison. So it happens with, I think, everyone. Even I feel compared with sometimes, like
Yes.
when I feel someone is growing more and I am not going more, so I will not analyze my efforts, how much efforts I'm putting on my work, but first I will do comparison, why it is happening. Somewhere I know the answer, but still we do that. So you also feel that you know the answer, what are the things will help you, but still we feel that something is there, I should search more, I should ask for some more suggestions, I should try something new. It happens with you?
Yes, yes, yes. Like every time, like in after coming, it's my nature. Like I get very much bored. Means
Hmm.
it's not like this that I leave anything, but I every time try to experiment with things. Like
Hmm.
after coming to English journey also, I did not stick myself only on practicing one thing only through one
Hmm.
activity only. I try to do many activities to improve myself. Like I started with the mirror practice and shadowing practice, and after that, when I thought I'm getting bored and it's enough for me to improve myself, then I changed my technique because I don't want to lose interest in this language. Because whatever you have started, I think you should, accomplish it. You should not, because what is our tendency? We have become very much fickle. Many times we become very much impulsive and try to take the decision. We tend to give up many times. So, and many times just by seeing other people also, like, we were at the same page. We started our journey at the same point of time. Now that person has reached somewhere and we are still here. We can't do that. It's not a walk of garden for us. So I think like, it's all about our mindset, how we are
Yeah.
perceiving things in our life. And this is the only reason, like it happens. Everyone has their own destiny. If you
Hmm.
are comparing yourself, you are somewhere spoiling your life. If a person is reaching, there are there are two persons and they have to accomplish the same goal. One has reached his goal in one go. The other one is taking time. He has tried twice or thrice. After that, he has reached. But if somewhere he got vacillated, that he has reached, I haven't reached, so he tend to give up. Like I cannot do. So I think it's all about our mindset game. How much we are focusing on our skills, our hidden talents. I think the more we try to focus on ourselves, the more we come out as a refined person. So I think that's the
Yeah.
only thing we need to understand.
Yeah, and what I feel when we become, mature, when we cross our 25 and 26, then we start to understand what the life really is. But still, we have to deal with all of things because first, as I mentioned, negativity will come your mind. It's human tendency. First, negative thought will be there, and we have to choose wisely that I should not invest my time in this negative thought. So I have to replace it. I have to think positive. Intentionally, we have to do it. Then we have to shift our focus on something good, and then we feel little bit positive and what we can say motivated for our the things. So as you mentioned whatever things, so do you want to share any experience like when you feel that I have to give up because someone else is growing more and I'm not growing more? So do you have any kind of experience?
No, it has not happened because after coming into this journey, I already made up my mind.
Hmm.
And soon after, like in 2 or 3 months, I gained that much of maturity. Means you can say just through my old times and what. But
Hmm.
yes, I have experienced like there was one YouTuber. She's my one of my friends, and we started our journey. And she reached, I think, more than 1K subscribers within less time. And then she one day after 6 to 7 months, she just called me up. We used to talk. Like one day, she specially called me up and she told me that in spite of posting your videos on alternate days, why don't you post on daily basis? Because
Hmm.
she has gained subscribers in very less time.
Hmm.
So I told no, I'm okay because I have to see my health also. I cannot give priority to this journey because I have to see everything. I have to look after my kids also, my health also. So I think after going through my health issues, I cannot take my health lightly. I cannot take it for granted. So I think just because I gained that maturity from previous times, I did not vacillate myself. I know it's my journey and it's her journey. She gave her suggestion just because she wanted me to also grow. But
Hmm.
I know I have, I'm totally content. Whatever I'm doing, I have to learn. I have to improve myself. I want to groom my personality. Doesn't matter if my subscribers are not going. It does not matter me at all. I am learning daily from conversing with people on from my own experiences. That is enough for me, I feel.
Yeah, that's a wonderful approach, I think. I would say because when I created my channel, so it happens with everyone. Some grow, some get subscribers within some months, and some still is struggling to complete their 500 or maybe 1K. So it was happening with me, and it started triggering me. Like what I was doing, I was not making my content, I was not doing my conversations, I was not working on myself. Instead, I was just comparing someone else subscribers, like this channel has more subscriber, this channel has more subscriber, they are getting more views, they are getting more comments, why I am not getting these? Instead of working on my communication, instead of working on my English. So then I took a break, and then I make a mind, doesn't matter how many subscribers I am going to, they will subscribe my channel. And now I'm not counting, now I'm not chasing the number of subscribers. So now I feel satisfaction, now I feel satisfied that that burden is not on me. So now when I am in that lighter mode, so I can work easily. I don't have to put my energy in something else like that subscribers, that views, that comment. No, I have to work on my communication skill, and indirectly I am working on my channel. So that's that is the what I would say. That should be a right approach. Like when you are not chasing something, you are just working on yourself. Then you will able to focus more. Then you will able to do your productivity and do your productive work, whatever you want to do. So that was my experience,
Yes,
and it
yes.
was terrible. And in those days I feel like I'm nothing. I deserve nothing. Like what I had created, why I had created this channel. So these kind of negative thoughts I had so many times, and it was just like a battle. You have to fight with yourself, and then you have to gain that courage
Yes,
again.
yes.
Then you have to start again and again. A person was there who said to me, you are on YouTube as like on and off. So then I accepted, yeah, I'm an on and off. I'm not posting my content on daily basis. So that's why you have like subscribers. So I answered that person, no, I'm I'm satisfied with whatever I have. I'm not only for number of subscribers, it's my own growth. Maybe I will become more consistent, and I will post more content. But first thing is our growth. That's why we all created our channels. Then our professional reasons will
Yes,
include in this journey.
yes,
Okay, so
yes. And
yeah,
I think you are speaking awesome. Like, means incredibly, well, I would say.
thank you.
Like, how can I explain? You are speaking very well. And if you are talking about this, like you asked me, that has this feeling ever came into me. So it's not about comparison and chasing for me, but what I feel like, I tend to give up just because I was not, I somewhere felt, because we know learning any language is a slow process. So once I got so much frustrated, because whenever while learning, you take any learning, whenever you burden yourself learning any skill,
Yeah,
burdenize yourself, then
yeah.
somewhere you tend to give up and you start losing interest. After reaching to my, like, after gaining that confidence to speak basic sentences, I started chasing to use new vocabularies and
Hmm.
proverbs. So I was very much enthusiastic that now I am memorizing those
Hmm.
phrases and new words daily. I will be able to use them. But I was very much wrong. Every time I try while speaking, while trying to use those words, I used to get stuck a lot. I used to stutter a lot, and somewhere in few sessions, I started losing my confidence, and I reached to a point of time where I thought I won't be able to do, just because I was imposing myself to use those new vocabularies. So then I gave a pause and I realized that I'm doing very much wrong. First, I think I should not pressurize my mind and body. Right now your mind is struggling to speak sentences also, and you are pressurizing your mind more to to use those words also. It is somewhere wrong. So I think then I realized, and then I started working on my fluency, that once I become fluent and gain little confidence to speak better than earlier, then I think automatically I will start using them and I will not come to know. So that
Yeah,
was my experience.
it happens. And the same kind of experience I had when I insisted myself to remember so many vocabularies. Like, we all consume content, so if we got any new word, so we always try to remember it, and then if we are able to use it, then it is okay. But if you are not able to use it, then a different kind of guilt you have, that why I am not able to use that word, why I'm not getting that word. And if someone else, if you are in a conversation and if someone else is using that same word, then the guilt is, is will be different level. That guilt will be different level. So that was happening with me also. Then I do just one thing on daily basis, one or two words normal. If I am able to use them, I'm not pressurizing myself with that one or two vocabularies too. And just as like you, I'm also trying to add idioms and proverbs. So just one or two, not pressurizing for five to six. And in starting, what I was doing, whatever content I was consuming, so whatever vocabs which were new for me, I was writing them down. I was making my notes, and just like a student, I was remembering them as we done in our school time. So that approach was no, will not be helpful in your speaking journey. Speaking is totally different, so it's a journey, so we should enjoy that. As you said, when you become fluent and when you get little bit confidence, so automatically your mind will search for new words, and you will you will catch that word easily, and then you will use them word. So as like yesterday I learned a word tantrum. I have read this word, but I was not using this word. So I was conversing with someone, and that person used that word tantrum. So just it was a way how I recall the word. So now I can use that. So in this way, we can learn from each other, and I think we should not pressurize, because English doesn't have any limit. That on this day and this limit, you will become, you will know each and every word of vocabulary. So it will not like that. So we have to keep that contemplation, and we have to keep that satisfaction. So in this way, we can work easily on our growth.
Yes, yes, yes. So before, before knowing each other more, so may I know about yourself, because we immediately dive into the content
Yeah.
conversation, and I forgot to ask about you.
No worries, no worries. So, my name is Rashi Khandelwal. I am from Rajasthan, and just like you, I am a homemaker. And if I talk about my English journey, so I created my channel 1.5 year ago. So till then, I am just working on myself on and off mode. I can say that every time there is a break, but again I start. Again, I insist myself and do. And if I talk about my qualifications, then I hold a master's degree. Before some months, I was in reading, but now I'm struggling with reading. I mean, inculcate that habit again. So it's just like difficult one for me, but still I'm trying. So let's see how I will become a reader again. So that's a little bit about me.
Okay, okay. So how are you practicing? Like, are you in continuous practice daily?
Yeah, not on these kind of conversation, not on daily basis. Whenever I get some sessions, then I do. But yeah, on calls, I have some friends, I have some groups. So on calls, I do my practice daily basis, on daily basis. This,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
So do you find any kind of difference between audio call and video conversation? Do you find any kind of difference, or is it just same?
No, it is not same. There is a huge difference between audio calls and video calls, because on audio calls you don't have to worry about your body language, your facial expressions, and about your, the tone, how you are speaking. And in video calls, you have to keep everything in your mind, like your tone. There should be no monotonous tone. You have to keep that connection with the co-learner, with the co-speaker, and your body language, your facial expressions. So I feel when we do video conversations more, then we become automatically, confident speaker. If someone will say go on a stage and you have to give your speech, so that audio call will not help you. Your video calls will be helpful for you, because you know how to make eye contact, you know how to make interest in someone in that communication, because on audio call you are not watching on someone else, and they are not looking at you. So how you will get the idea? On audio calls, what we do, especially with homemakers, we are working in kitchen and doing our domestic chores, and still we are doing our audio call practices. So in some way that is helpful. But these video calls, I think this have more percentage for growth in your speaking journey. So one should start from audio call, and then if they can continue, then they should shift on video calls as well. So that's how I
Yes,
do
yes,
my
yes. I
practice.
can very much. Mm. Yes, yes. I can very well relate with you because, I have heard many people saying that in spite of making so much of effort, still, they are unable to speak well. There are many students I have communicated with, along with studying, they are,
Hmm.
trying to become fluent. They are trying to gain proficiency in this language,
Hmm.
and they are in groups also. They are, conversing on off also, but, that is not giving them confidence. So what I feel like, if side by side you have time to open your channel, because it's my personal experience. After running into this channel,
Agree.
I have got a great confidence in speaking.
Agree.
Earlier, though I was communicating with my kids, but somewhere, whenever I used to go out on their PTM and while talking to any stranger, I used to get stuck a lot. I used to think so many times that I have no fear, no one knows me, so I have no fear of judgment. But it used to happen automatically. So I think, to
Happens.
remove your hesitation, to
Hmm.
get rid of all these things, it is very necessary. Like it means initially you will find it difficult for editing and making thumbnail.
Hmm.
And right now there's no difficulty making thumbnail even. You can easily, come into this journey and it will hardly take, like whenever we start doing any job, initial months are quite difficult for us. And once we are properly, able to manage, then it becomes very smooth journey for us. So I think same thing is with this channel. So I think people who are very much dedicated, they must come in this journey to enhance their English speaking skills, as per
Yeah,
my
and
experience.
yeah, I agree
What's your
with you. And what I feel, video call gives you the same feel as you are doing personal meeting with someone or personal conversation with someone. So when you are stuck in somewhere, like there's when you have to speak in English with someone at your professional places, or maybe at somewhere else, so you will not feel that underconfidence. You feel that somehow I will manage. If you have become fluent, then there is no worry. And still you feel that I feel humble, fumbling and something like that, then you will be able to manage your situation. You will not feel ashamed and you will not feel guilty that I'm not able to speak in front of them, because with video calls you have practiced a lot. So that's the biggest change what I feel in audio calls and video calls. And as you said, if someone wants to improve in English, so they should create their YouTube channel. I think that YouTube channel, gives us so many things, not only our communication, how to use these kind of techniques, and how to grow with technology, how to make your connections with people, how to speak on different kind of topic. Like there are versatile, there are so many things, there are plethora of so many things on YouTube, so you can work on so many things. And you can start your journey, you can start your YouTube channel, you can do blogging in English, you can share your experience in English, you can do your conversation in English. So there are so many ways, so they can make their channel and they can choose their niche according to their interest. So I think the sky is the only limit for everyone.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
As long as have that environment wherever you are working, it is fine. You can easily adapt up to that environment. Because environment impacts you a lot. But if you are being at home and you are struggling, you have no one to converse, and you are very much obsessed with this language. So I think this is the best platform.
yeah, I totally agree with you, and I feel the same. So I think we have discussed so many things, and the class will automatically end within some minutes. So should we wrap up the session?
Yes, yes, yes. And
Okay.
it's a very enjoyable session with you. Like, we can continue our journey, I think, for half more hour if we are not, if there is no restriction of time.
Yeah, yeah, I enjoyed a lot,
Yeah.
and thank you for joining me on my channel. Thank you for this wonderful experience, and thank you for your valuable time. Thank you. I really enjoyed a lot.
Likewise. Likewise. Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
take care. Bye.
You too. Take care. Bye bye.